want you to wrap your brain around these so that you don't get disillusioned by the journey, because it is going to be a little bit lonely, or maybe lonelier than you thought it was going to be. I had a conversation with the client the other day, and they said, man, Jay, this is a lonely process. Like, I didn't think it was going to be like this. Like, when I first started, more people were cheering me on. More people were clapping for me. More people were involved in my journey. But the more success I've had, the closer I've gotten to where it is that I want to go. And this specific person has lost almost 130 pounds. And they've evolved and they've changed and they've grown, and their mindset and their conversations and their way of thinking and their actions and everything is completely different. And they simply said, I didn't know it was going to be this lonely. And I teach and I talk about that quite a bit. Success is often a lonely process. And I'm going to give you some analogies. Like I said, have you ever noticed that the tables with the best views have the fewest seats? You never see a table for 12 by the window. You never see a table for 12 that overlooks the fountains, that's by the waterfall, that has the most spectacular views. Those tables of 12 and 20, those are tucked away in the back. Those are pushed in the corner, right? But those tables with the best views, they're most often tables for 2. Sometimes they're tables for 4, but very rarely any more than that. If you think about an airplane, first class has the fewest seats. There's way more seats in coach than there is in first class. If you think about things like football and analogies using sports, there's only one starting quarterback on each NFL team, right? If you don't think Tom Brady's lonely in the journey with his peers and those around him that play the same position that he plays, you're crazy. There's only a few guys that have played before him that currently play with him that are on the same level as he's on, that he can have that high level of conversation with. Staying with the football theme, being a head coach in the NFL is one of the most coveted jobs in sports, and there's only 32 opportunities. 32 opportunities to be the head coach of an NFL football team. Think about the front row of a concert. Like, if you go to, I go to Vegas quite a bit, and Lori loves Rod Stewart. So I've probably been to 20 Rod Stewart concerts, and her love for him makes me love him because I want her to be happy. And any chance or opportunity I get, I buy front row seats for Lori to see her singing idol or crush or whatever you want to call it. And when you stand at the front, you'll notice that there's fewer seats there than there is in the mezzanine or the back level. It's because they want to create some kind of exclusivity around that, because they can charge more for those seats because it's perceived that those are the best seats in the house. There's only one penthouse at the top of a building. Are you getting what I'm saying? And so what these analogies show you is that success on any level is going to be lonelier than it is in the middle, or than it for sure is at the bottom. And I'm not saying these things to discourage you today. I'm saying these things to hopefully get you to see your life in a different fashion, to see your life as the penthouse version of who it is that you want to be, to think of your life